You have the power! And what's up, people? I'm Rico Fiorinelli, your fitness sensei, and it's time to drop some fitness knowledge for you. So, in New York, the mayor of New York is looking to pass legislation by executive order to remove e-cigarettes. Now, I don't even want to get into the topics of e-cigarettes, but this is a very abundant and rampant problem when it comes to our health, wellness, and our fitness. And what this comes down to is a lack of an accountability by the individual to own it themselves. Quite frankly, if you need the government to step in and tell you not to suck tobacco down your lungs, for you to realize that that is not healthy, you're missing the boat. You're missing that level of accountability that you need to be able to get in shape and to be able to see results. So let's break this down. Now, a lot of people out there, and this is a very common trend that we see going on in different areas, different parts of the country, really big in Miami and Florida, and across the country as a whole. What happens is people look for surgical intervention or that kind of quick, easy way to lose weight, get in better shape, have improvements on their body. And then the problem is when we don't earn it, we don't tend to keep it because we haven't gone through the process to build ourselves up to be able to maintain that body that we're looking to achieve. This is very common when we see people that have gastric bypass, tummy tucks, different things of that nature where the doctor can go in and adjust your body. They can shrink your stomach down. They can do all of these different components of things. But if you haven't changed your mindset, and that's really where it needs to start, that you have the capacity to own your fitness, you have the capacity to build yourself up, you have the capacity to change and mold and shape yourself in whatever manner you're looking to, then you are not mentally ready to go through that body transformation. You're not mentally ready to lose the 100 pounds from the gastric bypass surgery. You're not mentally ready for that flat stomach that you achieve with that tummy tuck. You're not ready for it yet. So before you're going under the knife, before you're going to go through those different processes, you need to realize that at the back end of it, if everything is perfectly successful and you get exactly the way that you need to get, you need to go in and you need to start putting in the hard work. It's amazing. I've been honored and privileged to work with 2 clients that underwent gastric bypass surgery, and we went through and we had to develop their program. Obviously, everything was very restricted with their doctors as far as what they could eat, their movements. We had to perpetually and gradually increase their movement scales and different things of that nature. And that's how we were able to kind of build them up and help them not just lose the 120 pounds plus that they needed to lose across a year, and help them lose it and help them sustain that. And that was the biggest part, was to not regress and revert and put the weight back on post-surgery. Every component, every element of what needed to be done was mapped out, both by myself, by the nutritionist that helped them undergo the gastric bypass surgery, and we were able to build up and formulate the appropriate plan for them to have the most success during the process of the gastric bypass, but also the years afterwards, and be able to kind of move forward and progress things from there. Now, realize we're in a situation in society where a lot of people want to point fingers and blame things and blame their situation on different components and different things. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to realize that, again, as He-Man said it, I want you to rip that sword of Grayskull, the power sword open, and I want you to raise it to the sky and say, I have the power! Because you have the power to be successful. You have the power to shape yourself. That's why I got into fitness in the first place. I was that little kid that got bullied on in middle school, in high school, and I realized that I had the power to build myself up. I had the power to build up my confidence. I had the power to shape my body. I had the power. I had the tools. By controlling my diet, my exercise, fueling my body, working out, to build myself up and shape myself into whomever I want to be. Now, I want you to love exactly who you are and realize that you are an amazing and special and awesome human being. But I also want you to realize that you have a responsibility to that amazing, special, and awesome human being that you are, to be happy about each and every component of your body, each and every component of your life, everything that you could do, your energy level, your sleep, every aspect of your physical body, you can 100% control. You have the power, you have the time, you have the finances. It doesn't cost money. Eating clean is not expensive, and it's not expensive because you have an abundance of food options. And also, when you eat clean, nutrient dense foods that you cook yourself, which is the best way to eat and prepare those foods, you're actually eating less foods because your body's getting the nutrients it needs to fuel your body. So you don't have to overeat. You don't have to have these 1,000-calorie meals multiple times a day. You're going to be eating 1,500 calories and be fully satiated. Again, assuming certain things and depending on where you are, but you're going to be able to be fully satiated on much, much less calories than what you're eating when you're eating these junk foods, when you're eating a lot of carbohydrates without the fiber, these heavy starches, these basic carbohydrates, these sugars, these super processed foods. When we get into a more natural, eating foods in their natural states, eating our vegetables in their natural states, eating fruits, eating meats, eating these things that are designed to fill us, is designed to fuel our body. When we start to listen to our body as far as the fuels that we put into it, our body takes care of us. We're filling that nutrient need. As far as exercise is concerned, you could work out at home. You could just start walking. You could start moving. You start jogging. There's a million ways that you could exercise. You can start watching YouTube videos and follow them wrong. Follow a bunch of different calisthenic channels. It doesn't matter how you start moving, but you need to take control. You need to realize that you have the power to shape yourself. You have the power to get going. You have the power to shape your body and be that superhero, be that action hero, be the hero in the story of your life. My name is Enrico Fiorelli. I'm the fitness sensei. I know it was a little bit more motivational than informational today, but you have the power and I believe in you.